Hello, a very good morning to all the class 5 student. Okay, so can you please read all these words or phrases here? Okay, the words are fever, headache, common cold, stomach pain, vomiting, loose motion, earaches, leg cramps. What do you think these words are related with? Do you see any relation between all these words? Okay, the common thing is that these are the words related with the sickness or illness or common illness or common sickness. Okay, so we all, as a human or any living animals, they all suffer all these kinds of pains and sickness. Okay, so related with this, today we are going to learn how to write an application letter. Okay, we are going to learn the format of application writing first. Okay, now you can see from the screen here, application letter here, right? So the format means you have certain things to remember while writing the application letter. Okay, first you have to think of the if you are writing the application letter to the principal, you have to write to the principal. If you are writing to the headmaster, you have to write to the headmaster, or if you are writing to the class teacher, then you have to write to the class teacher. Okay, so I have given the example here to write to the principal. Okay, so to the principal, and then we have okay, let me to, you can see to the principal, and then you have to write school name. Okay, the second thing you have to write is your school's name, and the third thing, school's address. Okay, so you have to write the application letter from the top left. Okay, so you have to write at the left hand side. First, what do you have to write? To the principal, and then you have to write your school's name, and then you have to write your school's address. For example, the school name of our school is Sampota Tibetan School, right? And the address is Collegal. So you have to write like this, and then you have to write date, today's date that I have written here, right? And then you have to write the subject. Why do you take leave? So you have to write the subject. If you are taking leave on sick, if you are not feeling well, then you can write sick leave. Then if you have some other work, you can also write urgent leave. Okay, if you don't want to tell why are you taking leave for your school principal, you just write urgent leave, or you can just write personal leave, etc. Okay, and then we have greetings here. Greetings, this is greetings, right? So respected madam, if it's a female, you can say respected madam. If it's a male, you can say respected sir. Okay, so in our case we have female principal here, right? Okay, now what do we have to write? You have to start like this: with due respect, I beg to state that. Then you have to write the reason that why are you taking leave. Okay, If you are not feeling well, you can just say, I'm not feeling well since from last night, and therefore please kindly give me 1 day leave or 2 day leave, whatever it is. You just have to write the reason behind that you are uh, taking leave. Okay, then we have closing here. For closing, you have to write thanking you, yours sincerely, or you just say yours student, yours faithfully. Okay, and then write your name, class, and roll number. Okay, now the format should be like this. Okay, first, what do you have to write? You have to write name of the first you have to write to the principal, and then name of the school, address, and then today's date, then subject, sick leave, and then you have to greet the principal or headmaster or class teacher, whatever it is, respected madam or respected sir. And then you have to start. You can also start with due respect, or you can also start with most humble. Okay, it depends on person. Okay, and then after that you have to write the reason why you are taking leave or why you are asking permission. Okay, and then after that you have to write the closing here. Thanking you, yours sincerely, yours truly, yours faithfully, your student, whatever it is suitable you can write. And then student name, write your name, class, roll number. Okay, so this is for today's lesson that we are going to learn application writing. First we have to think of the format. Okay, and then you have to write. So I have given a few examples here. Let's see. Okay, now the example here. Okay, I have written, the question is, this is the question. This is the question here that I have given. In your exam, your questions will be like this. Okay, you are Champa, studying in class 5. You are not feeling well since last night and going to hospital for checkup. So write an application to your school principal asking her to grant 3 days leave. Okay, if you're going to Bangalore or Mysore, far away hospital, then you have to take more leaves, right? More days. Okay, so the question is here. And then now what you have to do is to the principal, as the question is asked here, principal, right? So you have to write to the principal, Samboda Tibetan School, Kollegal, date, today's date, and then subject, that for what you are going to take a leave. Okay, so here I had written very simple way, going to consult my doctor. Okay, so you have been taking a doctor since your childhood, so you are going to consult to that same doctor. So you have written here, going to consult my doctor. Okay, and then respected ma'am. The greetings here, respected madam. With due respect, I beg to state that I am not feeling well since last night and going to hospital for checkup. So you can copy the information here. Okay, the reason is given here and you just copy it down. In your exam, if you don't understand well how to write, just copy half of the question as it's already written in the question, so you have to copy that down. Okay, um, therefore kindly grant me sick leave for 3 days. The days are also given in the question, so you just copy it down. Okay, and then thanking you, the closing part, thanking you, your student Champa, class 5, roll number 10. That's it. Okay, isn't it easy? Okay, now let's see another example here. Imagine that, okay, the question here is First, I'll just mark the question. Okay, this is your question. Okay, imagine that you are Tenzin studying in class 5. You are going to receive your grandfather at Bangalore airport and will be spending 5 days there. So write an application to the principal to grant permission. Okay, so the question is given there. So now you have to write to the principal, Samboda Tibetan School. If you are studying in any other school, you can just write the school name. Okay, right now we are studying in Samboda Tibetan School, right? STS, right? That is STS, Kollegal, right? So Samboda Tibetan School, Kollegal. Kollegal is the address, the place address. Okay, and then date, today's date, subject, to receive my grandfather. Okay, the subject here is to receive my grandfather. Then greetings, respected madam, most humble submissive, I am here to inform that my grandfather is coming from USA and we are going to receive him. We'll be spending 5 days there in Bangalore. Okay, now you are informing this to the principal and getting asking for a permission. So therefore, kindly grant me leave for 5 days. I'll complete all my notes when I return. Okay, so this is the reason that you have written here. Okay, this is also called body of the application letter. It is also called body of the application letter. Okay, and the closing here, conclusion, thanking you, your student Tenzin, class 5. Okay, so related with the question, you have to write the application letter. You can also apply this when you are feeling not well at home and you don't or you are unable to attend class, right? So you can just write down the same thing, the same format. Okay, the body will be of different, but you have to write the same format. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss in the class group.